With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got Walker Kessler. George is out there with Bailey. Then there's Kyle Filipowski. And it's Markkanen in at the 3. And for the Pacers, at the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. They'll be topping out there with Nesmith. And it's Siakam in at the center. And like everyone else, GA, I'm looking forward to the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
Now, here's Siakam. Pass to Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Nesmith. Sinks the triple.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Here's Filipowski. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Bailey with the ball. Nembhard covering. Bailey passes to Filipowski. Shoots over Toppin. The shot by Filipowski, no good. Pass to Markkanen. It's rebounded by Indiana. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. And it's Halliburton penetrating, and he converts the layup.
Getting out on the break. Nice finish by Halliburton. Great execution for the team.
And George kicks to Markkanen. Shot to stop the run. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now, here is Halliburton. And here is Nesmith. And Toppin throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Pass to Bailey. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Markkanen looking it over. Over Nesmith. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, Markkanen's height is such an advantage in that mid-range area.
Coach, you and I were just talking about this the other day. We don't see many Finnish players in the NBA. I know Lowry is proud of that.
Well, he should be, Kevin, because he's not only a great player, but he's probably a role model for everybody in Finland and proving that you can come from anywhere now in the NBA and make yourself into a great player if you have both the skill and the desire to do so.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Kessler. Here's Filipowski. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And Stan, Utah has been all about basketball up until last year. The Jazz, the only major professional sporting franchise in the state.
Yeah, now they've got hockey, but from the venerated days of Stockton and Malone in the 80s, basketball has become effectively the state sport of Utah.
And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Filipowski with it, top and covering. Shot clock at 5. Here's Bailey, and finished off by Bailey.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They lead by 4, and that one is good. Halliburton's got a second bucket tonight.
He's not short on moves. Halliburton's got a lot of ways to attack off the dribble.
On the wing, Markkanen. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. A nice shot by Neesmith.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Now, here is George. Scoreless thus far. Markkanen, good.
You love the unselfishness, makes the next pass, and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's Halliburton. Rebounded by Bailey.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
The shot by Filipowski, no good. Pacers leading by 6. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Halliburton after the basket by Utah. Neesmith with the ball. And there it is for him. Neesmith has got 9.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
Bailey misses. Indiana's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Halliburton with the bucket.
That was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
Bailey with the ball. Emhard covering. It's George on the wing. This one for 3. And Bailey gets it to go on the assist by George. He's got 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet. From outside.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Aaron Neesmith. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Utah also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Walker Kessler. And it's Collier in for George. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Tony Bradley comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Shepard subbed in for Andrew Nembhard. Here's Collier. Niang passes to Count. Misses the three.
I'm all right with him taking that shot close to the hoop, but really not from long range.
Shepard, that's good.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Got a piece of it. Here's Collier. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Toppin throws it down.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
Yeah, and until the defense makes an adjustment, there's no reason to go away from what they're doing.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Walker's checked in for Toppin.
For Indiana, Walker.
Here's McConnell. Outside, Walker. Got a hand on it. Now Bailey. Over Shepard. They get the rebound. Nurkic. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
And the foul called on Isaiah Collier. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Jazz making a switch here.
Coming out to the
Sensabaugh is checked in.
Sensabaugh.
Here's Mathurin, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Niang. Walker with some nice D.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Tries from 10. It's blocked. Here's Niang, guarded by Bradley. Now, here's Mathurin, the fast break chance.
The size and quickness of Mathurin is a deadly combination.
Pass to Nurkic. And oh boy, a lot of... contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Jazz have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And it just seems like the Pacers have really shaken up the league, Greg, with their fast-paced, aggressive style.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam, 2 star players who thrive in this up-tempo style. And if you look at the roster around them, the pieces fit.
Here's Shepard. Pass to McConnell. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now, here's George. Hendricks, good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now, here's McConnell. Pass to Mathurin from outside the arc. Rebound, Utah.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside, George. To the inside. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by George. Nurkic has got 6.
And you got to do more than that to stop Nurkic, using that muscle to just brush past the defender.
Outside, Walker. 1:39 left in the first quarter of the game. Nurkic with the block, and they'll keep possession.
Wow, he got whacked. That one shouldn't be much debate there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And Utah making a change here. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive
Shooting for
influence
Utah,
both on and off
number 13.
the court.
The Jazz have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. Indiana leading by 10. Shepard, the pass to McConnell. Lays it up and banks it in. 6 points for him.
And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Now, here's Markkanen. 7 points in the game. Over Mathurin. Almost, but it rolls out. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. From 11 feet away, here's Bradley. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. And the Pacers lead by 14.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Now, here's Markkanen to the left side wing. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession. Here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And Markkanen is showing the aggressiveness you like to see in a guy with his skill set. Somebody who doesn't lack confidence when he shoots the ball.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Free throw shooting, not an area he has worried about at all. How about last year, 88% from the line.
Kyle Filipowski's checked in for Nurkic. Pacers leading by 13.
Jazz foul. Number 15.
The Pacers shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
15 foul.
And the first one drops.
At the line for the Pacers, Shepard.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
On the wing, Markkanen. Tyrese Halliburton has been on display for the Indiana Pacers, setting up teammates and getting